coming in all right?
All right. Yep.
All right, perfect. All right, everybody, this is Mickey Marsack. He'll be taking on Josh Shaw here at Warrior Wednesday 6. And glad to have you back, Mickey. You had an excellent fight your first time around at Warrior Wednesday.
Thanks.
Now, I wanted to talk about that fight a little bit here. You took on Travis Karpin. That was the opening fight of the night. A little bit of back and forth there. You guys definitely trading some submissions, but eventually you were able to take the back end and sink in that choke.
Yep.
Can you talk us a little bit through that victory?
So I really didn't know much about Travis. I didn't really know a lot about what his style was on stand-up or ground game or what. But, we had a pretty good game plan, and that was basically just beat up the guy wherever the fight ended up being, and he ended up giving me his back. So that was the fight.
Now, that was your first time in a long time fighting for WXC, so that probably had to feel good getting in there, not only getting a win, but also performing there for UFC Fight Pass as well.
Yeah, that was amazing. I haven't fought for WXC since God, maybe 2012, something like that. So it's been some years.
Absolutely. Now, this time around, you'll be taking on Josh Shaw at 155 pounds out of SFS. He's currently he won his last fight by knockout. That was his second career knockout victory. What type of things do you expect from Mr. Shaw coming into this fight?
I mean, truly, I just expected a serious war. I think he's going to be a complete tough fight, and I think he's good on the ground. I think his wrestling is good. I think his stand-up is good, and I think I'm pretty much the same fighter. We're going to go in there and we're going to try to smash each other. So that's about it.
Now, the last time he was in WXC was WXC 70. As you mentioned, he used a very ground-heavy attack to get the victory in that one. Is that what you expect from him this time around, him to try to take you down and hold you there?
I mean, I don't think he's going to try to take me down truly. I think I'll beat him on the ground. Um, so I think he's going to try to keep the fight standing. So, I mean, I got knockout power. I got good hands. I got good wrestling. I got good jiu-jitsu. So, um, really, it doesn't matter where the fight goes.
Now, one thing I noticed in your fight against Travis, and I understand it only went about 3 minutes, but the pace you bring to the table, I think at this weight class is absolutely fantastic. Do you think that's something that could possibly overwhelm you?
I mean, I'm gonna just come in and do what I do. I just naturally push a pace, you know. Just so you guys know, my cardio's not that good. Da 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 da. But I'm coming. I'm coming. So I'm like everybody else said. I'm coming for the finish, and that's what I want. So
Now, what would this victory for you at Warrior Wednesday mean for your career?
I mean, it'd be just another W on the belt, and just moving on in the ranks. Just keep moving, just keep getting higher, keep getting more wins, and you know, find out what's next.
Absolutely. Now, of course, once again, fighting at Crystal Gardens in Southgate, Michigan. Um, Expecting a lot of fans to show up and cheer you on. Is always a thrill for you fighting in front of your friends and family.
Yeah, whenever I fight local, I always got a good fan base. I'm working out at a couple different gyms, so I'm living in the gym every day. So I got a lot of people behind me, so we'll all be there.
Now, of course, that last fight back in April, you don't have to give me like a step-by-step recount of what you've been doing, but what are some things you've been working on to stay busy? And obviously, now that you have a fight booked here against Jaw inside whatever gym you may be at that day.
I mean, I always do. I always do the same boxing classes. I always do the same MMA classes. I always do the same Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu classes, and I always lift on my own, and I always do my own cardio. So I mean, I'm out here I'm out here grinding. I'm out here grinding like all these guys, and I never stop.
All right, for anyone that has missed one of your fights in this area, that they for some reason, whatever the reason may be, what should they expect from the Madman come August 28th?
They should expect a finish.
Man, a few words. Well said, my friend.
Thank you.
Any words? Any words you'd have to say to Josh before you step inside the WXC steel against him?
Nah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to fight you. So you know, we'll tap gloves or not when we get there, and you know, we'll have a beer after the fight. That's about it.
And Mike gave me a little note. One of your training partners is fighting alongside you here at Warrior Wednesday 6 and Eric. And so that's got to help you out, kind of both fighting on the same event, right?
So he's fighting on the same event. You know, he was training with us for a while. He's actually over with Michigan Top Team. He's over MTT. But he's one of my guys that I put a lot of time in with, and you know we train a lot.
Absolutely. And any other thank you, shout out, sponsors, anything you'd like to pass along of that effort there, Mickey?
I got a bunch of shout outs. You know, I got a bunch of sponsors. I got Fight for Life. I got Suicide Prevention sponsor. I got Title Boxing Club out in Farmington Hills in Troy. One of my sponsors. I got Valvona Corp. One of my sponsors. Amy Berlin. She's best massage therapist out there. One of my sponsors. Medical Practice Solutions. Custom Greenery. They do a lot of lawn work. Just a lot of people that come and help me along the way.
Absolutely. And of course, I would be remiss if I did mention any social media people can follow you at.
You know, I'm really just I'm on Instagram at Mickey Marsack. Search my name, and Facebook same way. Search my name.
All right. Well, thank you, Mickey. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, and I look forward to seeing you fight again on August 28th.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, we'll see you, man. Once again, that was Mickey Marsack right here on Warrior Wednesday 6 live fighter interviews.